Yo guys, welcome back by a new video. Today a new driver career.
Here's where
And
you can buy perks
before
to
we go
become a
into
better
the
driver
race
both
weekend,
on and off the track.
we're doing
Any fee
some,
you negotiate over your base salary in the
upgrades
contract
for
negotiation is
our own,
cash you can spend on these
not on the
perks.
car. We spend some money. And now we're gonna do some R&D upgrades to make our car quicker and that we can go faster around Australia. We have already some upgrades, but we want more to be faster.
I know we were
But
expecting some new developments to
unlucky,
come through, but
the
some of
two
them have failed
upgrades
quality
fail,
control.
but we have
We'll need
enough
to tell the
research
team what
points
to redevelop
to
via the R&D screen.
repurchase both of them, but they are coming on our car after Australia. We've done our practice, earned new R&D, and we're heading into qualifying. Into Q1 we go. We're gonna set our first lap time, and we hope that it's gonna be enough to go through Q2 into the first corner. Now again, DRS. This truck has 4 DRS zones, and we need to do well, but we have good straight line speed, so I think we can be good around here. But there is a lack of downforce sometimes, but it's not a good lap now. We get some damage, and we're going to the end. Well, not the end of the session, midway through the session for a new lap, because we haven't set a lap time now. We're starting now our lap time again, and now we hope we have a better and a clean sector 1 and sector 2 and 3 of course also, but that is more easy than sector 1. Now sector 1 is done, no damage luckily, but we have to get a good lap time in, otherwise we have to do another lap, and that's not good for our tires because we want to have a set maybe for in the race. This is the same set as our first run in Q1, so no new set used in this lap, but is it gonna be enough? Now in sector 3 already, to the final few corners we go. PS3 has a 20.6. Are we faster? Are we slower? And we're crossing the line for only P18, so we have to go out again. And that is, well, this is a second consecutive lap. And we're now already 4 tenths. What we lose some time in the final corner, but still 2 tenths up, and it's only P17. So now, in the end of the session, we go out another time and set another lap. This time on a new set of softs. We're starting our lap now, and we need to get a better lap time, a faster lap time, because otherwise we're out in Q1. We're already 2 tenths up, almost 3, and we're only in sector 1, so if we can keep this up, it's gonna be great. Now 6 tenths already. Oh, it's almost 6 tenths. A good sector 1, a bit wide here, going through this long straight, but with kind of corners, not really. But now 2 tenths still up. We need to get a better lap time than Nico Hulkenberg, who's now in P15. we get some track limits, and we're too wide there, so we lose time. We're losing some time, but we can go and finish this lap. And we need to know if it's gonna be enough to go into Q2. Almost 3 tenths. We're now 3 tenths faster. We're crossing the line, and it's gonna be enough for P14. And we're through, but it was close, and we need to improve in Q2. Sargent, De Vries, Magnussen, Piastri and Hulkenberg are out of the session. Well, out of qualifying. Bottas is through in P10. Let's head into Q2 and see what we can do there. Now, in Q2, we're gonna set our first lap time with 12 minutes on the clock. Around 12 minutes we're gonna start our lap time. First lap we do in Q2. And we hope we can get into the top 10 of qualifying. It's gonna be hard after what happened in Q1, but we know we can do it. A bit wide there, but no track limits, so it's okay. Sector 1 is done. Into sector 2, I think you could say one corner and it's great. Now with DRS open, and we're going into sector 3 now. DRS on for the third time in this lap. Going, well, it's okay lap time, what we're gonna set here now, I think. But I don't know if it's gonna be enough to get us into Q3. The final corner, the right-hander, DRS open for the fourth and final time this lap. Crossing the line for now P6, but not everyone has set a lap, but it's enough for P10 in this one lap. Where we wear out another time, but we didn't get any improvements, but Bottas is a P14, unlucky. Now with 30 seconds remaining, we're into Q3, gonna set our second lap time, but the first one wasn't great. But we just finished it because if someone couldn't set a lap time, we already had a lap time. But everyone could this race or could just qualify here in Q3. Qualifying is over. We're more than 3 tenths quicker than our first lap time. We're going into sector 3, where we have almost the same lap time as Fernando Alonso. And maybe there is going to be a good qualifying position for us for the race on Sunday. 8 tenths up now. And we hit some grass and this lap is ruined. We almost spun twice. And we're gonna get P10 in qualifying. Maybe there are some penalties that we're high in the top 10, but it's not good.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. It's Sergio Perez on pole today, and starting next to them is George Russell. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Leclerc, Verstappen, Fernando Alonso, Norris, Hamilton, Albon, Watson, Stroll, Gasly, Bottas, Tsunoda, Hulkenberg, Oscar Piastri, Magnussen, De Vries, Sargent, and Esteban Ocon lines up at the back of the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
No penalties in front of us. We're still in P10. Ocon has a penalty behind. So Valtteri is now in P13, I think. We're starting on the mediums. We want to go to softs.
Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will...
We get a good starting position on the grid. And it's lights out and away we go. We have an okay start. Albon also has a good start, but Lewis Hamilton didn't got the best start we can wish. We're up and out to P8. And maybe we can attack Alonso, or do we have to defend from Hamilton? We're going for the move down the inside of Fernando Alonso. Not much room, but we just go for it. Norris ahead to P6 in McLaren. It could be a rival for us in the constructors. So maybe we want to overtake him also. So we can win some points on them. Alonso wants to overtake us now. He's going for the inside here. And we're gonna see what's gonna happen. We're braking late and we're still ahead of him in P7. Alonso wants to overtake us. He is in a quicker car, but now Norris ahead in P6 is already more than 2 seconds ahead of us. So it's gonna be a hard race to, I think, defend from Alonso and also maybe from Hamilton. Going almost into lap 2 with Sainz in the lead of the race. Hamilton and Alonso are side by side. Hamilton maybe wants to overtake us, but we're just turning in, and Hamilton, instead of gaining a place on Alonso, he loses a place on Alex Albon. Albon now in P9 in the Williams, flying high for in which car he is. And Alonso is only 4 tenths behind. This lap I think we still can be in front of him, but next lap with the DRS it's gonna be hard. Of course 4 DRS zones also in the race, so Alonso is 4 times DRS better than us. And we need to defend that if we want to stay ahead of him. And it's gonna be hard. And our ERS isn't always full. That is gonna be empty on some point in the race if we have to defend every lap 4 DRS zones. Now in lap 2 we're still ahead of him. We're doing great versus the Aston Martin. Alonso has to score points because Stroll doesn't score good points or many points. Now he's also isn't in points. I think Hamilton is still in P10. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that is where he is. But now we have 1.1 seconds to Alonso, but he's gonna gain it quickly back. But for now, no DRS for Alonso, I think. But the gap to Norris ahead is already 5 or 8 seconds, so I don't think we're gonna see Norris again this race. Maybe if he had a issue, we can gain time on him, but it's gonna be tough. And I think P7 is the maximum. But where we are now,
behind is 2.7 seconds. Okay, they're on old soft.
Alonso is now under 1 second, and he is gonna get DRS on the start-finish straight. 8 tenths behind into the final corner. Alonso has DRS on us, but of course Albon has DRS on Alonso, so
2.7 seconds.
we're leading some DRS train, I think, but we're a bit too wide there. And I think Alonso is gonna try to overtake us. We're still down the inside. And we're side by side through the section. We're a bit wide. We want to go on the track again, but Alonso he didn't leave any space. And we've spun. We didn't have any damage, but Alonso didn't do what he always said that you have to do. He didn't leave any space. We're now in lap 6 and it's still in our head, and we think that nothing can happen anymore, and in all of that we're crashing and we have a DNF and our race is over for us. Well, here a replay, we're gone a bit wide there, and then we miss the apex, go onto the grass, and we just spun it into the wall, and our right front tire, just the suspension broke and our race is over, and it's disappointing. We're walking back into the garage, but this isn't good. Yeah.
Another superb Australian Grand Prix comes to an end then, and it's a thoroughly deserved victory. Natalie Pinkham, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, confidence breeds confidence. Success breeds success. They are very much enjoying a purple patch right now.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves. At how the drivers' standings have
disappointing
changed.
result,
Max
but
Verstappen now leads
Valtteri
the Drivers'
Bottas
Championship.
is in
Let's
P10. He
focus on
has
the
scored
driver of the
a
day.
point.
Natalie
Verstappen
Pinkham,
has
come
won
on,
the
who do you
race,
pick?
Max
and
Verstappen seemed to
Checo
just
Perez
effortlessly
also
weave
had a
through the other
DNF,
drivers
and
today without a
Verstappen is
care
now
in the world.
leading
He was
Drivers'
definitely my driver
Championship.
of choice.
We're still
It's time
1
to see how
point,
things are shaping up in the
but
Constructors'
Valtteri Bottas
Championship.
has 9
Ferrari
points.
take the lead at the
We're
top
now
of the
6th
table.
in the
There was also a
Constructors,
strong showing from the McLaren
and
team today as they make their
we need to improve, and we need to score points next race. I hope you enjoyed this video, but this isn't great. Goodbye.